Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Stephen Howard's channel here on YouTube. Hope everyone's having a great week. We're just a sec away from the weekend. Wanted to take just a few minutes of your time, your busy schedules, to hopefully, add a little value to your lives. And in doing so, I hope that maybe you'd give me the good old-fashioned like, turn that little gray icon blue, give me a subscribe, little button below here. Wanted to, thank everyone for subscribing. The comments have been great. Keep them coming. Love it. Been talking a lot here about debt, savings, building wealth, how to get there, my struggles, where I've been, holding myself accountable through this YouTube channel. And, one of the things that I've been trying to figure out is how I can make this look a little more real. So, in self-evaluation, I was, Steve, why don't we make it really real? Let's actually show what opportunity cost is. And I remember way back years ago going through junior college, I took an economy class, and I was, one of the things we went over was opportunity cost. And opportunity cost is anytime you set out to do one thing and you had, whether it be time or whether you had money to invest or whatever, you give up the other opportunity. For time, you can't be at two places at once doing two different things. For money, you have limited amount of money or resources. So what you decide to do with that money, it comes at a cost. It's an opportunity cost. It may be a missed opportunity somewhere else. Well, in keeping with that, what I wanted to do was go over my own personal opportunity cost. And in doing that, I was trying to say, how could I really make this real to folks? And one way of doing it, is literally to show you. I'm going to go through very quickly and show you one of my bills, look at the high interest rate, look at the payment, look at how long, if I chose to continue to pay it at the rate that they would have me to pay it, what that looks like. And then we're going to, keep it real and talk about what I could have done with that money and where I could be, long term or even in the short term, where I could be with that money and that investment if I had not foolishly, decided to go in debt to purchase what I purchased. So with that being said, we'll get straight into the video. Okay guys, back here again. Wanted to do a little bit of a deeper dive into this debt I'm talking about. It comes to us straight direct from Lowe's. Nothing against Lowe's, love walking in Lowe's, love going and getting the coffee from the from the tool section over there, meet and greet with folks. Love looking around at Lowe's. Do not love debt at Lowe's, though, just to be real clear about that. Not a fan of debt from Lowe's. Look at this annual percentage rate. That's the interest that I am being charged. 26.99% APR, which is ridiculous. This is how they stay in business. They sell their products, which is great. They make money off of that. But I have a feeling that they make a huge amount of money from their cards. 26.99%. That balance carries over month to month, and you literally hardly put a dent in it. And with that being said, we're going to slide right over here and take us a little peek at this. This is the previous balance was $13.80. A payment was made, $45, 29 of that, which went direct to interest. Look at the new balance, $1,364. That is, for lack of a better way to put it, pathetic. That's pitiful. Insert your expletive here. I know I have mine. Really, when you make these payments, you're making this company money. That's what they're in business for. I understand business, but that is doing yourself no favors, or your family. If I made the minimum payment, what they're saying here, and I think they're required to put this here by law, if I made the minimum payment for 8 years, will pay it off at a total cost of $2,939. At $55 a month, it's going to take 3 years. You know, still astronomical though, $1,973. They're banking a lot of times on folks to, you know, just keep making that little minimum payment, just keep piddling away. I have 2 of these. The Lowe's is one around $1,300. I also have a credit card payment with a sporting goods store, and it's roughly around the same balance, roughly around that same interest rate. They, same thing, are banking on folks like me just to continue making the minimums forever. It's just insane. As you can see there, the minimum payment due, $43, which I just made. I wanted to make this video because I know that I've done a lot of talking about, you know, saving money, where to put it, how to put it. But I wanted to kind of make it look a little more real. This is reality for me, folks, this debt. And knowing that our government is about to send us some stimulus checks, wanted to take the chance to kind of go over what you and your family can do with it, as well as myself, my plans. Okay, the opportunity cost was basically, I had $1,500 that we purchased a refrigerator, you know, a lovely refrigerator, stainless steel, bottom freezer. Some of us have them. They're great. Love it. And hindsight, was it really worth it? I'm going to have to say no. Some of the things on my other credit card, I would say the same thing about. Really nothing really to show for it. There's other refrigerators in the world that would have been a ton cheaper. We had to have it. That kind of goes back to my thesis on why everyone should have an emergency savings account. The old refrigerator went out, it was shot, had to do something. What we didn't have to do is run out and get ourselves in debt over a refrigerator that we've been paying for 2 years. So what the current plan is we have, you know, the federal government is getting ready to issue some stimulus checks. And, you know, it may happen, it may not. But whenever a gift is dropped like that, I shouldn't refer to it as a gift, but whenever something like this happens, you got to explore what are the best financial options that you have available. You know, I could look at this as money to invest, and a lot of people will. A lot of people will put it in their savings account, which is also a great thing. A lot of people, some folks may look out there at things they've wanted, things they'd love to have, you know, that they've done without, and choose to go do that. And to each their own, you know. But for me and my family, and, you know, one of the things I'm trying to do is add value and add good content. My advice, and take it for what it is, it's just advice, I'm just a random guy on YouTube, would be to first look at your financial situation. Do you have an emergency account? Could you handle a $1,000-$2,000 issue that just came up out of the blue? Could you? And if the answer is no, I would start looking for me a high interest savings account. There's tons of them online. Well, we won't say tons, but there's some. If you want to call 1% earning high interest, they're out there. That would be my first step. If you have a fully funded emergency fund, you don't have any debt, I would start looking to invest that money and some ETFs. And you can look at one of my prior videos. I talk, you know, what an ETF is and why it's a good investment. You know, the returns on investment. For this guy here and this family, we look at our debt. I'm not going to be able to invest, you know, that money and it be more than what this debt already is. I'm not going to be able to recover more than, I believe it was 26%. Not going to happen, you know, without some kind of super investment that I stumble on. And those are few, far between, and not really based in reality. So the smart thing to do would be to look at what it can take care of. You know, I talked earlier about opportunity cost. The opportunity was lost going back 2 years ago. That's $1,500. You think about how much interest, you know, just year to date so far, we're sitting in July, almost $600 has gone to Lowe's in just the form of interest. You know, them making money off of loaning me money, essentially, to pay for the refrigerator. And this is just one of my debts. So the opportunity cost, I could have taken that same money had I had it, which I don't, and would monthly I have, invested it in an ETF, and I'm sitting at making 8% instead of giving them 26%. I mean, like, the decision makes itself in all reality whenever you look at it that way. So, whenever you compound that interest monthly, quarterly, you know, put it in, if I'd invested in some dividend growth stocks, I could have, you know, garnished some dividends, and, you know, it would have grown on itself every quarter, every whatever that comes around where they give you your dividends. Reinvest it, watch that grow. Instead, foolishly, I'm sitting here with 2 credit cards that are, you know, not going to be paid off anytime soon. What did I say, 8 years? We do utilize the avalanche method, as I've discussed before. We look at our highest interest rate cards, which would be this one and you know, one other, and we have hours that we're attacking. We take everything that we're not putting in savings, because we, you know, we do have a savings emergency fund. It's fully funded. We did dip into it a little while back, and we're trying to recover some of that. But like overall, you know, we're not in bad shape as far as savings goes. So when you talk about the avalanche method, as I've said before, you take your highest interest rate debt, you attack with everything within you, every paycheck, you know, every dollar's got a job. What can we throw at that bill to knock it out? I don't want to make Lowe's rich. Lowe's makes plenty of money, you know, and, you know, I'm sure you're like me. Take it from someone else, not me and my family. That money would be much more beneficial to me sitting in a high growth or a high dividend, you know, investment vehicle, making money, you know, quarterly, semi-annually, rolling along, you know, that way, instead of me paying it to Lowe's and the other sporting goods store I was referring to. That's really all I had to go over. Wanted to make it really clear that stimulus check is coming. I would love to see people do wise, smart things with it. Don't go out there and blow it. If you're going to blow it, go pay it on an experience, not a thing. Things weigh you down. I've had family members say it, and I'm become a big believer in it. Experience are with you forever. You know, you got that memory. You got the, you know, if you're thinking about going skiing, surfing, I don't care, a trip, that's out there living life. With that being said, I really don't have a lot else. I would encourage everyone to subscribe, hit the like button. I love doing these videos. I love trying to help people. You know, it's a small YouTube channel. We're growing, and really just want to see people doing wise things with their money, build wealth, get themselves out of a mess. Because I'm going to tell you, it really weighs you down having that debt load. You know, I've been there. I'm in a little bit better shape than I've been in the past, but I know how harmful it can be to a family. And I really just want to do whatever I can to strive to help people get out of a jam whenever possible. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Please give me a like, give me a comment. And if there's something else you would like me to go over, I know I normally don't spot down a bill and go over it. Nobody would like seeing a bill, but I just wanted to like really show some reality on what, you know, I know a lot of families out there kind of encounter and deal with the same things. And I wanted to really show what could happen instead of having that debt where I could be. You know, $1,500 refrigerator is great, and it's great to have a refrigerator, but there were other options I could have explored. The other thing is that $1,500, the monthly payment, what was $45 per month for 2 years, that is huge how much money and growth potential that would have been, and I could be seeing by now. So that, coupled with the other bill and the other bills I have, I mean, it's just amazing. So with that being said, that's really all I had. I hope everyone has a great rest of your week. And please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, share this video. Hope everyone has a great rest of the week. And toodles.